Yo, greetings to the people of the planet. I go by the name of Demetrice, and I'm back again. Y'all know I come back and do my thing when it's time to. And um, just know this, right? First and foremost, I hope everybody is in good energy and good spirits, and everybody is in, good health and in the process of leveling yourself up to see the highest version of yourself, or whatever you want to do with yourself. I don't know what you want to do with yourself, but whatever you're doing with yourself, you got my well wishes. So, now that I got that out the way, I could focus on dropping more content, but at the same time, just know when I'm not dropping content, I'm still keeping the motion going. I'm keeping the motion going. So I've been doing a lot to promote the page. I've been passing out the flyers and uh, uh, promoting the page with word of mouth. So I've been in a position. The universe put me in a position to be around a nice amount of people with this little situation that I got going on. So I've been doing a lot to promote the page. I've been taking advantage of this situation that I got going on, and I've been able to promote the page from there. So it's been a beautiful thing. But so just know when I'm not dropping content, I'm still keeping the motion going for you guys. So we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it pushing, and we're gonna get to where we're going. The destination is always enjoying the journey. So I love having to work for what I'm trying to achieve. I love the work. I embrace the work of putting in the work to achieve what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to go with it. Okay, so the content that I'm coming with tonight, we're gonna kick it off real quick. I wanted to talk a little bit about the phone situation or whatever. It ain't nothing too crazy, but the whole situation about whoever, whatever, sending frequencies to our phones a little bit. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, and we're gonna I want to talk a little bit about the Machiavelli situation, the Tupac, aka Machiavelli situation, which is one of my favorite artists to ever rap. It's one of my favorite artists. My number one favorite artist up under, and second to them will be the Bone Thugs and Harmony group. And after that, I got people like Notorious Big, Benny Siegel, Shine, Sean Price, people like that. And I also want to talk about real news, So we're going to kick it off like this. The whole phone situation was a crazy deal, right? So regardless of where you got your information from, or where you got the information from about whoever, whatever, sending a sound wave to our phones was something to pay attention to. But however you took it, I looked at it, as far as in my space, I looked at it like something for me to look into. And when I looked into it, I talked to a few people. I had heard about it once, and when I heard about it once, I did like a small amount of research on it, and then I talked to a few people about it, and then I did a little more research on it, looked into it a little more, just to get some PowerPoints out of it to bring. And it's not that much to it besides this right here. I got a few PowerPoints I want to say about that, and one of them is this. Whether you believed it or not, it was brought forth to you. Okay, it was brought forth that somebody was about to send a sound wave to your phone, and we know how important sound is. Sound really, for the people who don't know, sound really affects things. I saw this one presentation where somebody played a sound, right? They was playing sounds, and they had a bunch of salt sitting on top of like a iron like an iron. It was like it's like something, an iron flat surface or whatever. And at the bottom of it, they played different sounds, and different sounds made the salt maneuver in different ways. Now they played like some music, some like low frequency music, and the salt made like some weird looking faces, right? And then they played like some high frequency music, which was like some happy music or some good music, and the salt made some it made like some snowflake looking situations or whatever. And when they played the crazy, the dark music or whatever you would consider, it looked all messed up. The salt looked all messed up. So sound does affect things. Sounds could affect humans as well, right? So because when you're trying to set up you a nice situation, like if you're trying to set up a romantic situation or whatever, romantic vibe, you're gonna play some romantic music to try to set the tone or set the vibe for you and whoever you vibing with, right? If you working out and you want some music to pump you up, you're gonna play some high vibrational, some up tempo music to vibe you up and get you like more ready to work out. If you kind of like in a chill, relax mood, you're gonna play some jazz, and the jazz is gonna cater to you relaxing. The jazz is gonna cater to your relaxing moment. The up tempo music is gonna cater to you working out. The R&B music is gonna cater to you setting the tone for your little vibe, you know what I'm saying, situation or whatever. So if they sending a tone to us, what's the tone? What it's about? What you really want to do? What you really trying to do? You get what I'm saying? So, regardless of who I got the information from or where the information came from, I chose to take a break from the phone around that time anyway, because I take phone breaks. I take a lot of phone breaks. And whether I was about to take one around that time or not, I just chose to take one. It was just too much being thrown my way. And one of the things that was said in is one of these articles that I read was they made it clear, and they made it like clear as day to say whether the sound was going to be detrimental to your health or to your vibration or not. They don't know. That's what they said in the article about the sound that was coming to the phones. They said we don't know if it's gonna be detrimental to your health or to your vibration or to whatever you're doing. They said they don't know that. So if they don't know that and they're not willing to tell you that, then you have to take it upon yourself to put something, you know what I mean, to do what you're gonna do with it. So I just chose to take a break from the phone anyway around that time, because you never know what people's agendas is, right? That's that. I'm gonna leave it with that. Okay. And another topic I wanted to talk about real brief was Tupac situation. They getting a bunch of details together about who really allegedly took the man's life. For a long time, we was thinking that it was some conspiracy theory. Well, it was so much going on. We didn't know if Tupac faked his. We wanted to believe Tupac faked his death because we wanted Tupac to be alive. We thought the government was mad at Tupac. We thought the police was mad at Tupac and had something to do with Tupac's situation. We didn't know. And now it's coming to the light that it could have been simply what it was. They got into an argument. The dudes they got into a fight, and the dudes that they got into the argument and fight with ended up seeing them later on and ended up opening fire on Tupac's them car. It's some information is coming out that it could have just easily been just that simple, that the fight turned into some guys wanting revenge, and they came back to get revenge on Tupac. But the crazy thing about it is it happened so long ago. And since that happened, Tupac still been relevant. Tupac still been relevant, and he's still been bringing pain to his enemies through his passing or whatever. Which is, I read the Machiavelli book. I so happened to I got the Machiavelli book like when I was like, right after Tupac named his album there or something like that. I ended up coming across the Machiavelli book some way, and I ended up reading a lot. I read up on Machiavelli. Niccolò Machiavelli was a Taurus as well, and I so happen to be a Taurus myself. Big Taurus gang, you already know what it is. Don't play with it. So, he was a Taurus, and the way he thought, man, I was able to relate to the way Machiavelli thought. I don't know if it got a lot to do with the Zodiac situation, but some of the ways Machiavelli was thinking in his book, I was like, yo, I understand you, my brother. He was just saying things like, you might as well be comfortable with being loved and feared, because that's what it's going to be anyway. You might as well be comfortable with being loved and hated, because that's what it's going to be anyway. It's just the way of the world. He was throwing some dope stuff in there. And also how he was able to affect the political world in the process of faking his death and being invincible to the people. He was still able to cause so much effect to what was going on. Dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, Machiavelli been honeys. Machiavelli been in competition with the charts. Machiavelli still been selling. Machiavelli, Tupac. He still gets the fair amount of attention, likes, views, and comments on his music. His music still doing this thing or whatever. And he's still bringing pain to you guys in his passing. Tupac is still hunting guys down. Like, maybe they thought they would never get caught up in what was going on with what happened to Tupac, so what made them feel comfortable with coming out with it, or made them feel comfortable with doing interviews about it now because you feel it's been so long. But Pac said it. Pac said even while he was gone, he was going to still be bringing pain to you guys. And so, yo, that's my guy, bro. That's my guy. I'm riding with Machiavelli till the wheels fall off, and the way his energy still stays so relevant from the time he left up until now. And now it's almost like it's just Tupac damn near just getting started again, because it's about to be a whole trial on his situation. So his name, his music, his relevancy, and everything that he got going on is about to light up again. It's about to be a whole nother Tupac situation again. And I love it. I'm here for every minute of it. I'm here for every minute of it. Shout out to Machiavelli. Shout out to the Outlaws. But yeah, one of the guys that was supposed to be in the car when Tupac got killed, that shot at Tupac's car, was still living. And that guy that was still living, he wrote a book and started doing interviews talking about what happened that night. And he put out so much information. He brought forth so much information that it gave the people enough information to build up a case on this guy and bring him in jail, bring him to the law. This guy is in jail right now waiting for his court date. You know, he in jail right now waiting for his court date over something that happened like 27 years ago. Because he felt comfortable enough to come out with the information. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't got time to say nothing bad about the guy. I'm just talking about the situation. So many people coming at the guy. I didn't like what happened to Tupac, but I understand that how that gang life is in California somewhat. I see how they get down. I actually live there for a while, so I actually see how serious that culture is. So I know those guys kind of like they didn't care about Tupac being a superstar. They wanted their revenge for what happened. And that guy is crazy because people have been saying stuff about that guy. Another rapper has said something about this guy before. Another rapper had told him, yo man, you're talking too much. You need to be quiet. You're talking too much, whatever. And it's funny because the guy came back out like, shut up, you little punk. You don't know nothing. You little ass, you little ashy dry. You don't know nothing. You need to put some lotion on your body. You look dry and ashy. So I ain't finna say nothing about the dude. I don't want the dude coming my way. I'm not here for that. Yo, I promote positivity and motion in my space. Yo, I ain't got time for none of the wildness. But I will say this. I do want to say this. I do want to address this. You guys always, a lot of people always got something to say about what a gangster is when it comes to being a gangster. Yo. And y'all, people always look at different coasts for what they doing, thinking that that's not what gangsters really is. These people over here think that they really doing what gangsters is, and they think that the southern rappers are not gangsters, or that southern people are not know what it's like to be a real gangster. And these people over here think that these people don't know what being a gangster is. And bro, there's not one place that's more gangster than the next when it comes to that. Everybody's just gangsters in different ways, man. You can't just say since somebody from the East Coast or the South or the Midwest or certain parts of the West Coast that they're not gangsters, man. Anybody could be gangsters no matter where you at. Just because they don't interact in gang activity the way you guys do don't mean that they not gangsters. So like, man, it's so much to that, man, because I could give so many examples, like you'll take two people, right? And this one guy, he'll probably let's say he'll probably get into a situation and he'll probably end up doing something which is considered gangster, and he end up going to jail. So this guy go do one thing that's considered gangster, and he go to jail for, let's say, a while. And then there's somebody else who's been out doing just as much as this guy doing, but ain't go to jail, right? And too many people don't know about what this guy doing. This guy been moving on pretty quiet and low key with what he doing. He was doing just as much than this guy was doing, and the same things that this guy was doing. But this guy, now that this guy got out of jail, they look at him like a gangster more than this other guy who was doing the same thing but didn't go to jail. You got to understand, this guy did one or two gangster activities before he got locked up and got his freedom took. So he ain't been doing nothing since he been in jail. But you got this other guy that's been doing that times 20 since he been out and never got caught. But you was still, when this guy get out of jail, y'all congratulate this guy. Oh, you a gangster, you went to jail for doing this, you went to jail for doing this. And look at this other guy like he's not a gangster because this guy ain't been in jail, but this guy been putting in just as much work. You see what I'm saying? So it's so many ways that whole gangster situation could just be blown all around or whatever. So each to his own with what a gangster is. People say the part about how a gangster is me raising my kids. A gangster is me making it out the hood. A gangster is me riding on my enemies. A gangster is me taking care of my wife and my family. A gangster is me staying free. A gangster is me going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So niggas got so many thoughts and theories on what a gangster is, man, that it's personal too. If you done something in your mind that you consider yourself a gangster, ain't nobody got time to stand in front of you and argue your whatever you consider gangster. You know, some people say a gangster is somebody I heard some people say they're a gangster because they don't take no shit from nobody and they do what they want to do. Simple as that. You think I'm finna stand in front of this man and tell him he not? You get what I'm saying? So that's up for what it is, you guys. So I'm gonna be in on the Tupac case to see how it turns out. to try to find out what really happened. I'll update you guys on what's going on. For the guys that ain't got time, for the guys that like the way I articulate the situation, I'm going to be, keeping you guys updated on what it is, because I'm definitely going to be tuned in to what's going on with it or whatever. So, we're going to kick it like that. And another thing I want to talk about real brief, right? Another thing I want to talk about real brief before I get out of here. I want to talk about this real brief. Nowadays, the way social media plays a part in things, the way certain people's opinion plays a part in certain ways, right? Because some people just got certain people who they listen to for information, right? Drinking my water. Certain people value other people's opinions. Certain people follow this person and don't follow this person. So this person could give you a way of viewing things, and you look at this person way and you value it more than you value the next because you follow this person. You respect the way this person do things and whatever. I got it. I get it. It's cool. But the thing is this, man. Nowadays, you have to really do your level of due diligence on what's gonna be your news outlet. Who you really gonna go to? Who you really gonna trust for your news outlet, right? Some people may still wait for it to come on the news, on your 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock news. Some people, like I said, some people gonna listen to the people who they follow or who give it to them. Some people gonna listen to the public's opinion. Some people listen to different sites on the internet. So some people wait for the internet. Some people wait for thought leaders that's on the internet. Some people wait for whoever they depend on to bring forth information. Some people listen to those people for news. But at the end of the day, like Malcolm X said, and I'm definitely a follower of Malcolm X. That's the cloth, right? Malcolm X is the cloth. So Malcolm X said, he who controls the media controls the mind of a massive people. So somebody who is controlling the media, they got like an upper hand on getting a bigger percentage of people than someone who don't control the media as much. So if you want to still just wait in this day and time right now, if you still want to wait until the news, the Fox 6 News or Channel 6 News or Channel 12 News or Channel 5 Live bring you the information before you listen to something, that's on you. If you want to listen to some thought leaders that does research and bring forth information, if you want to do your own research and gather up enough sources to where when something is presented, you able to look in 3 to 5 different ways to see what's being said, to then do your due diligence on what it is. But you have to find you a secure source of where news is coming from, right? You want to find you a secure source on where you're getting your news from. I don't think stuff comes before so much before TV now that you can look at it, but I wouldn't advise nobody to just wait on what the TV is saying, because there's so many outlets now that say what the TV's saying before they do, give you more insight on things than the TV will. But I'm not knocking it. If you want to sit around and just wait and see what the news gonna say about it, then you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if they're gonna bring everything to the table. Like, it's certain things that go on you see that don't even make the news that you happy that you got a chance to know. And you would have never known this had you wouldn't have found your other sources, because the news didn't feel like it was important enough to talk about. You see what I'm saying? So you wanna do your research on and find you some good sources to get news from, so you don't be behind on things that's taking place in this world. Because there's a lot that's taking place in this world. It's always been a lot that took place in the world. It ain't gonna never be, the world ain't gonna never be bored. People say it's a lot going on now. It's always been a lot going on. It's gonna always be a lot going on, whether you are aware of it or not. It's gonna always be a lot going on, you know? And so you want to find you some sources to where when you want to know what's going on, you able to go to these particular places and find out what's what and who's who and why's why and when's what and whatever. You know, you don't want to be one track minded with where you get your information from about what's taking place in the world, because, you know, it's so much going on, like I said earlier, that you want to be in on what's taking place. You don't want to be behind on some of the stuff that's taking place, and you find out that this was dead, but you didn't find out till then because you was waiting on it to come on TV, and it never did, or they didn't even give you the meat and the bones of what's really going on. So you heard this, but you needed to do your own research to find out more about it. So that's just where I was going with it. You want to find out, make sure you have you some sources to get information from, so you don't be behind. So you don't be behind on what's taking place in this place. You know what I'm saying? I go by the name of DiG Demetrice, and I'm in Hey Dig'em Studios at the moment. I'm in Hey Dig'em Studios recording some music, recording some content. I got some more endeavors that I'm working on that I'm about to bring to the people, and it don't stop here. It's never stop improving. NSI, and we keep the motion going. Even when you don't see me, it's motion. It's motion. It's motion. It's motion. Even when you don't see me, I'm doing things to cater to my empire, to keep everything afloat. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to stop through real brief and express my thoughts on those topics. You know what I'm saying? And you guys out there in the world, you guys take care of yourselves. You know, take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health. You know, just do whatever it takes to make sure you continue to level yourself up as a human and set yourself up, you know, in the way that you want to set yourself up. You know, set yourself up right. Put it together. Don't let the ways of the world kick your butt. Don't let people kick your butt. Don't let a lot of talking and gossip get to you. Don't let these events that's going on in the world that you can't control, don't let it stress you out to the point to where you're not being healthy with yourself, because things that's taking place in the world is just taking a mad toll on you to where you ain't really expressing who you are. You got to always, regardless of what's going on, you got to find it within yourself to express who you are and bring yourself to the world. You're not necessarily, I'm not saying that everybody have to be celebrities or popular or whatever, but whatever you're doing in your field of life or whatever you want to reach, do whatever you can to reach the highest version of that and peak out at whatever you're trying to do with your life. Take it to the top. Take it to the top. Things is going to go on that you can't control. People are going to say things that you can't stop them from saying. Things is going to happen that you can't stop from happening. But you still have to find it within yourself to continue to level yourself up within yourself with whatever you're doing and whatever you're trying to do, regardless of who like you, who don't like you, who you're not getting along with, what the world is doing. You still got personal work to do on yourself and with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I go by the name of DiG. I go by the name of DiG Demetrice. This is Hey Dig'em Networks. And we're going to keep the motion going. We're going to keep dropping content. I just wanted to stop through and drop my opinions to you guys about what's been taking place with those topics and what's going on. And let you guys know that even when you're not seeing me, I'm still working and keeping it going, okay? Take care of yourself. Peace to the planet. And we out.